Hello comrades, Commissar Bro here today with Seven Kingdoms 2 HD. Yes, I know I've done this game before, but I'm not going to have enough time this week to start a new series and actually sit through it because it being the holidays and whatnot. So, I decided instead that I'll just do a quick short series of this game, and next week we'll pretty much get started as per usual. Yeah. But this is a perfect opportunity to teach you guys how to play the game for those who don't know how. So, when you start out in this game, you start out with a small population, one town, one fort, and if you do another option, I can't remember, I think it's Random Kingdoms, it lets you start with some just random units outside of varying different nationalities. So, the best way to start out is to go ahead and build a mine next to your primary city. That's right. Once you build that mine, you'll start generating a bit of income after you build a factory to produce the goods that are coming from the mine. Now, I made sure to build the factory in a place where it's connected to both Shimodate and Roma. So, essentially, if I actually get their resistance down to around 40, I think it's around 45, below 45, they'll actually come and start working in the factory. So yeah, that's what you want to do. And their resistance will slowly lower and lower and lower until they join you. Yes, that's right. So, the final part of the production process is a market. Now, when you get a market, actually, you know what? I'm going to go build a fort over there. Let's build a fort right here. There we go. Alright. But basically, the produced goods, after they come from the mine, because literally this is how the production line works. You've got the mine, they mine out the goods. You have the factory, which produces the goods, and then it goes to the market to sell. It's worth more if other players actually buy the goods. So it's a good idea early on to try to get some trade kingdoms with as many trade treaties with as many kingdoms as possible. Now, the only faction that trade doesn't really mean anything to is the Frythans, which are the giant monsters we see here. Yeah, that's right, you dirty Frythan bastards. But for the sake of this game, I've made everyone human, aside from one faction, so we shouldn't have to be too concerned with that. Alright, so which one of you has a high command? Fucking none of you. You all suck. Alright. So, that brings us to the next point. Again, for players unfamiliar with Seven Kingdoms 2. Every unit in the game, no matter their civilization, has two stats, two primary stats. Combat and leadership. Leadership conveys a passive bonus on all troops under their command. And combat, obviously, means they're better at combat. It pretty much increases how much damage they dish out, while also increasing how much health they have. So in this case, we've got a little fellow here with 40 combat. He's got 80 health. Then this guy over here has got 45 combat. He's got 90 health. It's a pretty simple system. I like it. Now, when you're taking over towns, see, this is an independent town. And when you take them over... Ooh, I should have built the fort here between these two Norman cities. It's better to have a general of the same civilization... of the same ethnic group, essentially, when you actually try to take them over. It lowers their resistance significantly, but it also helps to have a high leadership. So in this case, I'm building a fortress here, and I'm building a fortress here, both of which should hopefully lower the defenses of these towns significantly. And I'm actually going to take out my king, and I'm going to send him over here. And we're going to promote this guy. I don't think he's the best, but I don't really have any good ones in Rome right now. That sucks. Oh no, someone died of disease and dysentery. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now, leadership grows by actually having soldiers under your command. So in this case, we're sending a bunch of our soldiers to get under Hammond Talbot to actually increase his leadership. That was also something really cool about this game. Everyone has names. I love that. That is such a nice little feature. So small and so tiny, but it makes so much of a difference. That's right. Now, having a high leadership also affects loyalty bonuses towards towards cities you already own. So that's something else as well. Oh, it looks like these people are trying to take this town over. So let's just go ahead and take it. You can just pay for it, but it's super expensive to pay for a town. So you got to be careful and not overwhelm yourself. Like what I just did right there is probably not the best idea. But we have a whole new town of really, really pissed off Japanese people. Their loyalty is super low. Like, I mean super low. That's not good. It's not good. So we're trying to recruit some Japanese soldiers who might be more inclined. Oh, there we go. Okay, our loyalty levels went up. All right, that fixed it. That fixed it. All right, yes. Much better, much better. See, there's a lot of stuff to talk about with this game, because there really is a lot going on. It's not just a simple real-time base builder, where, you know, the whole point is to gather resources and just build more units to defeat your opponent. This game takes it to a whole new level. It's more about, you know, diplomacy and espionage, and, I mean, of course, combat is still a absolutely major part of the game, but I mean, you know, it's very complicated as far as it goes, but it's not. It's a pretty simple thing once you learn how to play it. So yeah. But anyway, this is probably going to be a very, very short series, and like I said, I'm only going to do it for the next couple of days because my schedule's jam-packed and I won't be here for a lot of days. So I don't want to start a brand new series and then only be able to do like 1 or 2 episodes on it because I'm in North Carolina or something. So yeah, that's why we're doing this, just FYI. But anyway, I feel like this is a good place of ending to end our first episode. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this as much as I'm going to enjoy playing it. This has been Commissar Bro, and I will see all you amazing people next time.